So a couple of years ago, I was just scrolling Instagram, and when I looked at the time, I realized that I'd just spent 3 hours on Instagram, just scrolling, just mindlessly scrolling. And I know that's pretty common in today's society, like people just do that. And it was a weekend and I didn't have any plans or anything like that. But when I realized that 3 hours had passed, I was just astonished. I was like, where did the time go? Like, how did I not see that time go? And I basically just had a bit of a reality check in that moment. I don't think I'd at that point spent that much time in a single session in one app, and it just really got me thinking that I don't want to do this. Like, I didn't like the feeling of having spent that much time being that unproductive. Like, if I was unproductive, just, I don't know, reading, I wouldn't care less. But there is something about like doom scrolling in particular that it just never leaves me in a good state of mind. And so from that moment onwards, I looked into different things or tools that could help me out so that I limit my use of social media. And the one tool that kept popping up on Instagram, funnily enough as well, is this app called Opal. And I'm sure there's different variations of this app that exist in the marketplace, but this is just one that I've used across the last few years. And it basically creates friction between you and the app that you don't want to use to doom scroll. So in the case of Opal, what it does is it basically grays out the app and you can't even open it. So when you're in like a blocking session, you can't even open the app, and you can set your time limits and everything else. So what I basically do is for the whole day, I have to go into the Opal app in order to access Instagram. I'd have to go into the Opal app and choose a break. Like, I'd have to say I want a break right now. And even to get that break, I then have to wait an additional 20 seconds, 30 seconds. That time is longer if I'd already used Instagram previously in the day. And it can get up to like 3 minutes sometimes if you'd used a lot of social media. And this amount of friction is annoying enough for me to actually reduce my use of social media. But I highly recommend create some friction between you and social media apps in the long term, because it saves so much time in your day-to-day.